can remember, I've been popping my collar with a whole bunch of girls hanging around my locker. Even in the ninth grade, I had 6 girlfriends, 2 blacks, 2 whites, and 2 Mexicans. When I graduated, no, I'm lying, I just quit. I said, fuck going to school, cause I knew I had a gift. How to make a bitch come, how to make a nigga run, how to get a lot of money. I ain't talking about toys. If you think I'm telling lies, go on, ask about me. In the 10th grade, I had cars parked down the street, and you wearing a school sweater, I'm wearing a black meat, and you got on Chinese shoes, I got gators on my feet. Now ever since I can remember, I've been popping my collar. Popping my collar. Ever since I can remember, I've been working these hoes, and they better put my money in my hand. Now ever since I can remember, I've been popping my collar. Popping my collar. Ever since I can remember, I've been working these hoes, and they better put my money in my hand. Well, I'm the last Mr. Big, and they call me Diamond Eye. I can take my shades off, and I can blind the whole sky. Niggas shot me in my head, but I still didn't die. When I woke up out my coma, told my mama, don't cry. Mr. Big got crawled, that's a goddamn lie. I just put a bunch of diamonds in my goddamn eye, and I'm still so fresh, and I'm still so fly. I'ma keep talking shit till the day I die. Ever since I can remember, I've been showing my ass. Little girls liking me, bringing me their cash. A dime and a nickel, some chips and a chipper. Girl, I was a pimp when I had a bicycle.
When I had a bicycle, a quick stream, because I have to go to work in about an hour. So quick midday stream about much of nothing, something, but not much of nothing. So try and get through these as much as I can, because once I go back to work, I'm not gonna be able to do these midday stuff. So happy Wednesday. Yeah, happy Wednesday, everybody. Whoever's in the chat, can you please give me a quick sound check to make sure I don't sound crazy? Much obliged. Much obliged. Hopefully I don't have any internet issues today. Okay, they got the Dallas Memphis juke. All right. What is this? Okay, looks my signal strength looks good. So I'm assuming I sound cool. Okay. All right. Sounds crispy. Bet. Okay. Bet. Okay, 3 stories. I'm gonna burn through it all. 3 stories. First story. Where we go? Where we going? Hi, Chief. What's happening? Where we gonna go first? Okay, what am I? Jared Leto. Jared Leto. Okay, let's move this all the way down. Okay, Jared Leto's being accused of some stuff, y'all. Now, to be fair, these are accusations. He is an actual moon child. His parents did actually conspire to have him and his sister at specific times during that year. I believe his family at one point were traveling. What were they? What cult did they belong to? Hold up. Jared Leto has a very, very interesting backstory, and the reason why I ever knew so much of it, because my good friend, rest in peace, Kara, she used to work with Jared Leto. She would do his bookings for his group, his rock band, 30 Seconds to Mars, and she would tell me all these crazy backstories about Jared Leto, and I was like, ooh, that sounds crazy. Let me see, what cult did he belong? What cult? And they were traveling. They were travelers. They traveled a lot. Which Leto belonged to as a kid. Yeah, people really don't realize his youth when he grew up. Okay. And I'm talking as a kid. Anywho, so let's go here. He's being accused of some unsavory things by a bunch of women. Take everything I present with a grain of salt as per usual. Okay, let's get to it.
Accused Oscar-winning actor and 30 Seconds to Mars frontman Jared Leto of criminal sexual conduct, with the alleged offences taking place when they were teenagers. One of the women says she was subjected to sexual assault in a motel bathroom when she was 17. Another says the Hollywood star threatened her with sexual assault when she was 19 and had been unexpectedly left alone with him in a hotel room. One of the women, who was 17 at the time, says she had sex with Leto in California when he was 34. The age of consent in the US state is 18, which would make this a criminal offence. She said Leto shrugged off a conversation about the age of consent. She spoke to the BBC on condition of anonymity, which she is owed by law. Two other women we spoke to during our investigation have decided to waive their right to anonymity. Alex was a model in London in 2013. She was 19 when she was invited to see a 30 Seconds to Mars show through her modelling agency. After the show, an assistant invited Alex to an after-show party at a hotel. When she got there, Leto was alone. He was 41 at the time.
Then I'm sat there and saying, okay, well, my phone is dying, so I can't really get home from here. So I ask him if he has a phone charger.
Okay, now, first problem I have with this, I'm not saying none of this takes place, but let's go through how many red flags and how many points of situational awareness did these women fail. So if he doesn't have a charger, then guess what? Take your ass. For one, you're not in a regular hotel. It's not the Marriott. It's not the W. It's somewhere swanky where they have a concierge service. Say, hey, okay, let me go down to the concierge and say, hey, man, I need a charger. Okay, so that's the first red flag. But come on, I know. Women, they do what they do. Come on.
No, I don't. Okay, I also don't have any cash left. Could I get some cash to get a cab home?
Didn't y'all's mamas ever always teach y'all bring your own money when you go out, even though you don't have to pay for drinks and food because the men will happily pay for it for you? But didn't y'all's mamas teach y'all never leave home without some money? That's the second red flag. Come on.
No, I don't have any cash. I was sat on a chaise longue kind of thing. So I was kind of...
Okay, her hotel room has a chaise longue. Okay, a chaise longue. That means it's swanky. So basically, your modeling agency trafficked you to him. Now, is he wrong for what he did? Sure. But I bet you're not going to blame the modeling agency for leaving you destitute, basically. They trafficked you. Ma'am, I would even argue you were an escort. I would argue she was an escort. But you know what? Come on.
Like thinking to myself, could I just sleep here?
Alex says that Leto threatened to sexually assault her while she was asleep.
I ask him, can I just sleep here then? And then he just goes, if you're going to sleep here, you're going to wake up with a in your ass.
And let me guess, she still stayed. And she still stayed. Okay, come on.
Well, not her real name, said she met Leto at her job in Las Vegas when she was 17. He was 30. He asked to hang out after her shift and meet at his motel.
I didn't think much of it. I just was like, oh, he's still getting ready and we're going to meet up there and then we're going to go out afterwards. Sorry, this is where it gets hard.
Instead, she says Leto sexually assaulted her.
I don't think I ever, till recently, ever blamed him. I always blamed me.
Now, why would he respond?
4 women have accused...
Okay, now let's go through these comments before we actually go further into the story itself. All right. The model, if you thought it was a party and getting there, you see one person, you can leave. Two, you need a charger. You can ask the concierge of the hotel. I agree. Again, if you need a taxi, the concierge will call one for you. Four, if you know you don't have money, how are you expecting to go back home? Five, who wants to sleep at the room of someone you don't know? Of course, he was Jared Leto. Her declaration is too weak. I believe she was willingly trafficked as an escort to Jared Leto. But hey, okay. I don't understand what a teenage girl is doing going to a hotel with a 40-year man, because she's an escort. Modeling agencies are the biggest hubs for escorting. That's how you okay. Hi. Also asking this same strange man for money for a cab. I believe all of these women, but come on, you have to look out for yourself. If you're old enough to model, you're old enough to make decisions to protect yourself. That's all people are asking. That's all people are just asking. Okay. Once again, until he's arrested, charged, in handcuffs, it is what it is. He's a phenomenal actor, nonetheless. I don't believe any. I know one girl who dated him, and she always said only good things. Now, once again, my proximity to Jared is very, very, very limited. I've heard weird things via my good friend, but she worked with this guy. I mean, she went on tour with this guy. So now, mind you, she at the time was an older woman. She's from New York. She worked with 50 Cent, Jay-Z, Spike Lee. The last campaign before she took her life, she was working with Spike Lee. And but she stayed on the road with Jared. Matter of fact, she had a hand in getting Guns N' Roses back together again for that one tour. How many years ago was that? When they were really beefing really, really bad, and they called her, and she got those two to talk. So, but I've heard weird things. I've never heard anything like, oh my gosh, slide me to. Matter of fact, Kara was so tapped in. Ari, the owner of Live Nation, would let her stay in his mansion when she was out on the West Coast. You understand? Like, she was so super tapped in, and I hate this part, but all the plans she had, like, for all of us. And then, matter of fact, I met her because of Big Boy's assistant. Shout out to her. That's how I met Kara. And we were all having lunch and, trading stories, and we had an idea, and, it's a photo shoot, and she had but at the time she was staying at one of Ari's mansions in Calabasas. He was like, hey, you need a place to stay? Just here are the keys. Stay as long as you like. I'm out of the country anyway. Nonetheless, I say all that to say I've only heard weird things about Jared. I've never heard any sexual things from her, but that's her experience. I can't speak for anybody else's experience. Okay. All right. So now let's go deeper. Let's see what they're actually saying. Let's see. Hold on. Why she did it? She was in early stages of multiple sclerosis. She was diagnosed with early onset multiple sclerosis. She had at the time her son was 16. I was cool with her sister, and she's like, I'm not gonna do this. And she, made phone calls, left people. Certain people got phone calls, certain people got notes, certain people got text messages, and she let us all know. She said, I'm not gonna do this, and she did that. She's like, I'm not gonna live my life suffering like that. So that's why my stance on anyone's life, that's why I'm not gonna argue against it. I will never talk you out of it. I get it. So I'm the wrong person to call on the hotline and talk about, I'm ready to end it all. Well, let me okay, well, let's walk you through the process. I'm not gonna talk you out of it. You don't want to be here, you don't want to be here. Who wants to spend their last, man, she was right in her 40s. Let me show you who I'm talking about. This is who I'm talking about. When I say she was a big dog, she was a big dog in the business. And I was so fortunate to have known her, Kara Ann Santiago. I forget what part of New York she was from. I forget what part of New York she was from. But this was her. This is her. This is her. Yep. 2015, 2016, 2015, 2015. Yeah, this was her. This is her sister, Tracy. I haven't spoken to her in a while, but she had a 16-year-old son at the time. And like afterwards, I try to keep up with people, you know. But then, you know, time and priorities and obligations kind of get in the way, and you know. So, but yeah, this was her, man. Matter of fact, this chick here was one of her artists that we were going to work with. Yeah, that was her. Yeah, this was her. It's still up. I'm surprised it's still up. But yeah, that was her. I think that's pretty much it. Okay. All right. Okay, so let's get to Jared Leto. Yeah, once again, you call me thinking I'm going to talk you out of it. I'm not. I'm going to be like, okay, well, what's the best, safest, most humane way to do it? Because I get it. I totally get it. I totally get it. All right. So he did respond. Let's go to Variety. All right. He claims they're categorically false. Let's see. Look at this shit here. Featured a total of 10 women who came forward with allegations against the actor and singer. 4 women alleged that the offenses occurred when they were teenagers. Well, I swear to BBC, man, nasty work. Okay, the 17-year-old, the 19-year-old, the third describes how she allegedly had sex with Leto in California when she was 17 under the age of consent, which therefore would be classified as statutory. A fourth woman alleges Leto made repeatedly explicit phone calls to her when she was 16. At least one occasion suggested they have sex. All the women featured in Jared Leto's Hollywood Dark claim the interactions occurred between 2002 and 2016 when the actor was 54. He's now 54, but was in his 30s and 40s. I've never assaulted anyone in my entire life. These claims are absolutely categorically false. The BBC said it corroborated a number of the women's accounts with friends and family who were told about the encounters with Leto at the same time, and in some cases has also seen pictures and messages that support the women's accounts. These aren't the first allegations against Leto. Last year, DJ Ali Teals accused Leto of sexual misconduct on social media, claiming that he assaulted her when she was 17, prompted several other women to come forward in an airmail investigation. Okay. Like I said, until this guy is charged, perp walk, handcuffs, I'm just, I'm kind of over it at this point, to be honest with you. I'm kind of over it, but it's starting to pick up steam.
His band was having a concert. I was with another girl, and we were backstage. I was 17. He had sent an acquaintance of his, and he told me, Jared's seen you from wherever he is over there, and he was interested in getting your number.
Jared Leto was twice Clara's age when she says they started texting in the mid-2000s. The Oscar-winning actor, known for his roles in Dallas Buyers Club, The Suicide Squad, and more recently in Tron Ares, is facing serious sexual misconduct allegations in a new BBC documentary. We've spoken to 10 women, several of whom met Leto as teenagers through his band 30 Seconds to Mars. Clara was invited to an exclusive hotel and brought a friend.
He was at a table with friends, just having some general banter about things. We had drifted into the realm to talking about the age of consent. I had mentioned to him my dad was in law enforcement, that I knew with certainty that here in California, the age of consent is 18. He just kind of shrugged it off like it wasn't a huge concern for him.
She says Leto then invited the girls to his house.
And so he suggested to my friend, you can wait in the computer room while her and I hang out.
Clara says they went on to have sex. Her age at the
Time out. Flag on the plate. Wait a minute. So you brag about your daddy being in law enforcement, and then you throw out, well, I know what the age of consent law is here in California, and you still lay down with this man. And you want me to believe you were assaulted. You know what? Maybe Sharia law is needed. I hate to say that. Maybe Sharia law is best. Maybe Sharia law is what's best for the West. Yeah, maybe Sharia law is what's actually best for the West. This is... What are we talking about? Okay, come on. Okay. Once again, if you didn't... This is...
time means this would be classed as statutory rape in California, where the age of consent is 18. It's not the first time Leto has faced allegations of sexual impropriety against teenagers. An investigation by US publication Airmail last year was met with a flat denial from the actor. And despite this and years of rumours, they have not held back his Hollywood career.
Okay, so let's go over these posts. Okay, hold up.
And years of rumours.
He hooked up with a girl I went to high school with. I'm so sorry this happened to you too. This has been an open secret in the scene for years. I'm 35 and he was hitting on my friends when we were teenagers, and it was just kind of an open secret until recently. Oh, wait. Met him when I was 19. He is exactly what everyone says he is. I never slept with him, for your information. Only had the misfortune of him grabbing me from behind at a concert. I know an Australian girl who was involved with Jared Leto when she was 16 and he was well over 40. Her big sister was absolutely furious and tried to stop it. I personally know... Closed caption, get you up out of here. I personally know a woman who was approached by him when she was 16 and he was on tour traveling with his band. He asked her to come with him to his hotel room, and thankfully she denied. But this happened in 2006. This is nothing new. Let me see what that top one says. Hold up. I literally saw with my own eyes when I was 17 him hitting on two of the girls from my high school class back in 2005. Okay, I'm sure. Okay.
They have not held back his Hollywood.
Mid-40s here, and this isn't new. I lived in NYC my whole life and know of a lot of women who had stories from back when we were not women but girls. I've been waiting for decades for a takedown of this creep. Once again, a takedown would mean he ends up in prison, and that's not a takedown. Now, public smearing, really? What is that these days? But come on.
Yeah. But these new allegations could prove harder to ignore. Clara is one of 4 women accusing Jared Leto of criminal sexual misconduct from when they were teenagers. The other women's allegations include one of grooming and another of threatening sexual assault. A 4th woman, who we're calling Isabel, has decided to waive her right to anonymity. She told us how at 17 Leto visited the shop she was working at and asked her to meet him at his motel room after work so they could hang out.
I didn't think...
What could possibly go wrong? But come on, I'm willing to be entertained.
much of it. I just was like, oh, he's still getting ready and we're going to meet up there and then we're going to go out afterwards.
And what happened next?
Sorry, this is where it gets hard. Oh, sorry, I gotta get myself together.
Instead, she says she was asked inside where he sexually assaulted her.
I don't think I ever, until recently, ever
Okay, I'm good.
blamed him. I always blamed me.
Despite repeated attempts to contact Jared Leto, he has not responded to the allegations put to him by the BBC. He's due to return to stage next year for a high-profile tour with his band, placing him back in the spotlight. Nomia Iqbal.
And this shit gonna be sold out like it always is. I'm over it. I'm over it, y'all. I just can't. I can't.
Multiple women accusing actor Jared Leto of criminal sexual conduct.
The women came forward
Hey,
in
wait,
a new...
Ain't this woman mama still missing? Is this Nancy Guthrie's daughter? Is her mama still missing? Did they find her mama yet, y'all? Okay, I'm just asking questions.
Sexual conduct.
The women came forward in a new BBC documentary called Jared Leto, Hollywood's Dark Secret. In it, they say the alleged actions happened back when they were teenagers. Leto is denying the allegations against him.
Joining us now is NBC News entertainment correspondent Chloe Malas. Chloe, we want to play a part of the BBC documentary that's come out where some of the women are sharing their allegations. We want to warn our viewers that it is disturbing. We're going to play it and then we'll talk on the other side.
He responded, text me, and gave me his number.
Did he know you were 16?
I know for sure, if not then, I did tell him a couple days later when we were texting.
I was sitting on the bed waiting for him to get ready, and he called me and he was like, hey, like, come in here so we can talk while I'm, in the shower.
So, Chloe, what else did these women say in this documentary? And do we know if any of these allegations have also been reported to law enforcement?
So that's a really good question. NBC News, we have made inquiries with multiple different police departments in Los Angeles, also over across the pond in the UK.
No reports?
Look, it's a little bit murky.
Nah, bitch, that's not what she asked you. Did they contact law enforcement? She responds, look, it's a little murky. That means no. Nobody went to the cops. Nobody went to cops. You just want to embarrass somebody. You don't want justice. You just want to embarrass somebody. That's all. Ain't nobody putting up with this shit, man.
These allegations, these women have changed their names. Some of them are in shadow. They claim that Jared Leto knew that they were teenagers. One woman interviewed says that he knew that the age of consent in California was 18 and that he explicitly knew that she was 17. He has come out with a strongly worded statement saying that he has never sexually assaulted anyone. I think the big question right now is, did he know that some of these women, outside of the allegations that are disturbing about sexual assault, did he also know that these women were allegedly underage at the time? And I want to point out that the BBC, as part of their own investigation, says that they spoke to family members. They saw text messages in corroboration that they felt bolstered these
and yet still nobody went to go file a police report. But let's continue.
Very strong and serious allegations.
I know that we said that he's denying these allegations. What else is he saying?
Sure. Well, I mean, I'll read you the statement. It's a short one. He says,
You know what, Club? You know what the response would be? Well, the man was still an adult. He should know better. And that's fair. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. As an adult, there should be no excuse. You know they're children, young, you should not indulge. I agree. But everybody doesn't think like that. Every man doesn't think like that. So, but yes, if you keep, sticking your hand in the Venus flytrap, and when it clamps its jaws on you, now you like, oh wait, what the fuck you mean you? Wolves and sheep. That's it. Wolves and sheep. Which one are you?
I have never sexually assaulted anyone in my entire life. These claims are absolutely and categorically false. There have been rumblings over the last year plus after Airmail, a very popular newsletter, published their own investigation into claims of misconduct. And a very famous DJ really started all of this by a disturbing post that she posted on Instagram claiming that Jared Leto knowingly goes after underage women.
Yeah, but did she go to the cops? No. Okay. So let's leave it there.
But again, he has denied these claims, and we are continuing to.
And she never answered the woman's question that none of these women went to the cops. I'm good. No, thank you. Okay. No, thank you. I'm good. Okay. Let's go here. Michael B. Jordan has a new movie coming out that he directed. It is a remake of a remake. It is the Thomas Crown Affair. The first one I watched was with Pierce Brosnan. Yes, I believe it was Pierce Brosnan. Here is Michael B. Jordan's take on this. Do you think he has a hit on his hands? Let's take a look. It was a bit underwhelming for me, but let me say why I think this movie will do well. I can't give you numbers just yet. Why I think this movie will do well is because I think white audiences hate to admit it. And this, I got to give Fatal J all the credit. If Fatal J, brother, if you hear my voice, this is all for you. You were right. We both had watched Dune. We were watching the second one. And Fatal J's critique of it, he said, homeboy don't look masculine enough. He don't look tough enough. And I was like, Timothy Chalamet. So let me give y'all two examples of why I think the white casual moviegoers will make the Thomas Crown Affair a little bit better, well received. Because let's go here, Timothy Chalamet. And once again, I give credit to Fatal J. Fatal J said this man doesn't look masculine enough. He doesn't look tough enough. He doesn't look buff enough. And I dismissed that critique because he put on such a good performance. Like during that second speech, when he's rallying the troops, talking about when he went to the North Kingdom or whatever, right? And they're all gathering because they're like, is he the one? And he starts telling everybody their little hidden dreams and stories and shit. And I was like, oh, yeah. And they all, Muad'Dib. They all bow down because they like, okay. And Jay said, nah, man, it didn't work for me because he don't look tough. And I was like, now I watch this, right? I'll get to Tom Holland in a minute too. Hold up, I'll get. Damn it! I just exited out. Hold up. I'm gonna go be Jordan Thomas Crown Affair. And now that I look at Michael B. Jordan and I'm like, yeah, man, you're right. I think white casual moviegoers will take to this because right now, the only masculine man you have in film is this guy. It's him. Listen, Timothy is a great actor. He makes up for his small physical stature by the presence of his acting, right? But look at this dude. Does he look like he could a bunch of roughnecks are gonna follow him to hell? You understand what I'm saying? And then the other one on the other side, and I hate to say this, but Tom Holland is the exact same way. Well, Sly, come on, man. We seen him sing, act, dance. He does some of his own stunts. Yeah, I hear what y'all saying. But even this looks forced. This looks forced. You look at Michael B. Jordan, you've seen him throw a punch, take a punch. You see how built he is. All right? I'm sorry. Fatal J was right. He was right. These little white boys, it doesn't exude masculinity. I think this movie will do better than people are for different reasons. Say what you want, but people do appreciate a good masculine figure, a presence. Look at Reacher. Jesus Christ, man, that movie, that series, they're already shooting season 5. Season 4 hasn't even premiered yet. They're already shooting season 5 of Reacher. Right? It's not the storyline. It's not the acting. You got a guy that's 6'5", 6'4", just throwing people around through walls, breaking shit. And that's what people want to see. You wonder why Sly and Arnold stayed irrelevant for so long. Okay? Because masculine men doing masculine shit. The most masculine movie ever is what? The most masculine movie ever filmed, ever shot is what? What movie is that? Let me test y'all's knowledge. But this is a good looking poster. I think this will do well because he's not soft. He's not a punk. He looks like he could hurt you if he punches you. You understand? No, it is Predator. Exactly. Predator is the most masculine movie ever made. Bar none. Every man in that movie in real life was a problem. Offset. My God, Sonny Landham had bodyguards to protect the public from him. Sonny Landham. This man had bodyguards to protect the public from him. The most masculine masculine movie ever made, hands fucking down. Okay? I think this will do well. Once again, yeah, Spidey's going to make his $2 billion. I get all that. But outside of Spider-Man, the roles Tom Holland has been in, you don't watch them shits. He did some type of preacher movie. It was on Netflix. You didn't watch that shit. It was a horrible trash ass movie. Outside of Spider-Man, he has terrible picks. Terrible movie picks. Timothy Chalamet the same way too. But Chalamet's a better actor. But they don't give you that, give me 6 months in the gym and let me show y'all what I can do. This man's been showing y'all physically what he can do. Especially when he's paired with a guy like Jonathan B. Majors. You know how many white people were sitting there watching Creed 3 just lusting? Let's be, I'm going there. Yeah. I'm going there. How many white people that went to go see Creed 3 secretly lusting over Jonathan B. Majors and Michael B. Jordan? Please stop the cap, okay? Please stop the cap. How many white folk, men and women, secretly lusting over two black beasts? You understand? I don't think y'all... It's really simple, y'all. Humans are physical. If anything, they're physical first. Emotions second. But if anything, they respond, you get their attention physically first. Okay? Did the movie make $1 billion? No. And that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the majority of white folk, men and women that went to go see this were like, God damn, look at those black bucks there. Look at them. Look at those black bucks there with all their muscles. Yeah? Okay. This is partially why I think Thomas Crown will do fairly well. And then it's interracial. The love relationship between him and the actress, right? That's always a draw, okay? Standard draw. But yeah, the Buck Wars, okay? The Buck Wars. All right, I'll leave it at that. Let's continue. I got about 30 minutes left. Cool. I'm on time. Cool. Once again, Fatal J, you were right, bro. Y'all see Fatal tell him I said he was right about Timothy Chalamet. I see what he meant. I understood what he meant at the time, but I dismissed it because that scene was such a dope scene when he's just kind of checking everybody. Like, I am Muad'Dib because your grandmother had dreams and the original planet's name was called Dune and Dune had water. Muad'Dib, you like to give water to the dead. Muad'Dib. It was such a dope scene. But watching him walk up there, it's like, this little frail ass dude. I'm like, yeah, I get it. So I give credit to Fatal J because he was like, he don't look masculine. I was like, come on, Jay. I thought Jay was nitpicking, but I think he was right. Listen, to be fair, this is what we call smoldering. Okay? This is like, I'm trying to draw you in. You know what I'm saying? This does not give a look of like, I'm a man's man. This is like this is what we call smoldering. Look at me. Giga Chad. This is what it gives you. Okay? It does not give me, this is Sparta. It gives me you know what I'm saying? You stop me if you think I'm wrong, okay? This is smoldering. Okay? Once again, everybody pretty much concludes the most masculine movie ever produced was Predator. 300 is a good close, not even a close second, but everybody else listen, if it wasn't for Predator, You have no 300. You have no Expendables, right? No. It was Predator, the most masculine. Matter of fact, let's see what the polls say. Let me go check out. Let's see what the polls say, because they had polls every year, like the most masculine movie ever made, and pretty much Predator tops all the charts. That's what it is for me, and I pretty much watch all the, masculine shit, like let me see. Okay, the most masculine movie. Okay, so let's see. Let's go here. The most masculine movies of all time. Now, it depends on who you ask, but most people put Predator at the top of the list. Most people put Predator at the top of the list. Let's see here. IMDb's manliest of movies for manly men. Okay, let's go here. So this is IMDb. Once Upon a Time in the West, Death Wish. Okay, I got to give it to Charles Bronson. Listen, the scene when they attack his wife and daughter, that was pretty brutal. Now, Darkman, why is Darkman on this list? And it's way up here. Evil Dead 2, so I can't take this list serious. Hang 'em High, Gran Torino, Enter the Dragon, Dead Snow, RoboCop, okay. The Thing, True Grit, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. This does not work for me. This is a silly list. This is IMDb, y'all. IMDb. Well, let's see where Predator is. Let's see. Predator should be top 5. You got The Godfather 1 and 2, Braveheart, Raging Bull, Big Jake, Full Metal Jacket, Rocky 3, The Protector, Dirty Harry, Tombstone, Hot Fuzz, MASH, The Box. Okay, I can't. This list is a joke. No one takes IMDb serious for shit like this. Okay, let's go here. The 15 manliest movies of the 21st century. Once again, it depends on who you ask. Okay, 15 most manliest movies. Number 15 is Lawless. Tom Hardy, Shia LaBeouf. Number 14, Mad Max Fury Road. Number 13, Inglourious Bastards. Number 12, The Departed. And number 11, The Batman Trilogy. Number 10, Ocean's 11. I love the Ocean's movies. I just got them watching them shits again. Ocean's 11 through 13. I love the brotherhood in these movies. I love the brotherhood in these movies. Number 9, The Bourne Trilogy. Number 8, 300. Number 7, Cinderella Man. Number 6, Defiance. Number 5, Troy. It's a good mention. Number 4, Casino Royale. Number 3, Lord of the Rings trilogy. Number 2, Warrior. Tom Hardy, Joel Edgerton. They play brothers. MMA movie. One's a teacher. The other one's like the star. At the very end, he had him in the rear naked choke. He's like, "I love you. Just tap," and he tapped. Number 1, Gladiator. So you mean to tell me this list has no Predator on the 15 manliest movies of the 21st century? Jesus, peace. Okay. Once again, I told you, it depends on who you ask. Let's go here. Taste of Cinema says the 10 manliest movies of all time. Number 10, Rambo First Blood 2. Number 9, Extreme Prejudice. Number 8, Gladiator. Number 7, Heartbreak Ridge. Dirty Dozen at number 6. Number 5, The Wild Bunch. Number 4, Rio Bravo. Number 3, The Last Boy Scout. Number 2 is Ronin. Number 1, Predator. Look, I ain't putting no movie over Predator. I'm sorry. Maybe it's just my age. I'm not putting no movie over Predator as the most manly movie ever. Man, you out your fucking mind, man. Predator is it. Predator is it. The woman was, told the woman, sit down, shut up. She got, you know what I'm saying? Nah, man. No movie for me is over Predator. Sorry. This guy here, his top manly movies are, this is his list. He's got Road Warrior at number 10, Predator at number 9, Die Hard number 8, Great Escape at number 7, Stagecoach number 6, Animal House number 5, John Belushi, Shawshank Redemption number 4, Dirty Dozen number 3, 007 James Bond series, and Field of Dreams. Once again, it depends on who you ask. But I think general consensus is Predator is tops for me. I don't put no movie over Predator. The first time you saw him pick up the goddamn fire the motherfucking minigun, like, oh, what is this? Yeah. Sorry. You can have what you like. You can like what you like, but for me, it's Predator, hands down. I won't even entertain anything else. I just won't. Yeah. Once again, that's what I'm saying. Like, this motherfucker said American Ninja. Hey, listen, Michael Dudikoff did his thing. White Ninja. He was the only white ninja at the time in the 80s. Him, and he used to battle Sho Kosugi, and and this is when Lee Van Cleef was still Lee Van Cleef. Yeah, Michael Dudikoff. And he had the brother, Steve Weathers, right? The brother, yeah, he used to do his thing too, but come on, stop. It's Predator, man. It's Predator. I'm sorry. Hands down. No. Nope. Predator. We're talking just man shit. You guys sound like a bunch of slack-jawed faggots. It's like, oh my God, like, yeah, that's some man shit. This put a grow hair on your chest. Like, come on, man. All right, let's go here. Now, for years, this thing has been in limbo. At one point, Marlon Wayans was attached to this movie. And then it became Mike Epps was attached to this. I don't know who you pick outside of those two. So Richard Pryor's pick, based on his the daughter's Elizabeth Stoddard Pryor's memoir, Something We Said, is in works. Now, I met one of his ex-wives in Atlanta. This was years ago. I forgot the woman's name. I barely remember how we got on the street to the house. All I remember is my uncle, he just knows people, man. We went to her house. Matter of fact, I scraped the bottom of my car because the incline into the driveway was so damn steep. And it was like a one-level house in Atlanta. Somebody, please fact check me. Let me know which ex that lives in Atlanta that used to be married to Richard Pryor. I was, whatever. And I'm not saying she was a hoarder, but she was a hoarder. And she was a light-skinned, older woman, kind of heavy set, because the end of the years had not been kind to her. But she had all these pictures and these stories of Richard Pryor and all the shit that, whatever. And I was like, oh, okay. I didn't know. So let's see here. All right, recently published Simon & Schuster memoir from Pryor's daughter, Elizabeth Stoddard. This is not Rain Pryor. That's the other daughter. Okay, that's the other daughter. All right, Something We Said chronicles Elizabeth's decade-long journey of coming to know her father, navigating the complicated terrain between a man who stood alone at the pinnacle of American comedy and the father he struggled to be. The memoir draws on Elizabeth's recollections from her earliest memories of her father to her days as a new college professor, when she found herself grappling with the same questions about race and language that he once did. Okay. I didn't know this. He was an Emmy and 5-time Grammy Award winner. Wow. He received the first Kennedy Center Mark Twain Prize for American Humor in '98. I did not know that. Okay. The stories of Pryor and his daughter are tied together by an extraordinary discovery. A collection of Richard Pryor's handwritten notebooks penned during his relationship with Elizabeth's mother, which contains the raw material behind his legendary routines, notes, figurative sketches, and unfiltered reflections that illuminate the genius and pain animating his singular body of work. Okay. Who are you going to get to play Richard Pryor? Once again, this thing has been in limbo for quite a long time. Stoddard says, I'm absolutely thrilled to partner with Latigo Films and Inaugural Entertainment to bring Something We Said to the big screen. From the moment I started writing this deeply personal story, my producing partner, Julie Merson, and I knew it could be an incredibly special movie. This book wasn't even meant to be a memoir. As a history professor, I set out to write a scholarly treatise on the N-word, but the further I got into my research, the more I realized how deeply entangled his word was in my own life, and especially in my complicated relationship with my father, Richard Pryor. The author continued, my dear friend Bobby Daly and Latigo understood right away the depth and nuance of the story's emotional core, a daughter finding her way back to her father and coming to terms with his groundbreaking and complicated legacy. Okay. All right, we'll see. We'll see who they pick to who gets the titular role. But yeah, this ain't Rain Pryor. Rain's the other daughter. Okay. All right. It should be interesting. Okay, I got 20 minutes left. Child, let's get to hear the Children of Blood and Bone. The drama never stops. This is the author again.
So ideally, I won't have to talk about this anymore. A secret to the people involved.
Oh, God damn it. Okay, so you're not. Oh, that's okay. I got to back up. Not to worry. I got to back up. Where's the backup at? Where's it at? Okay. Oh no, that's not it. Let's go here. Wait. Let me pull this up. Okay, here we go. Nope, that's not it. Wrong one. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay, no. Get that out of here. 2, 4. Okay, hold on. Okay. The drama just will not stop with this movie. Okay, where we go. Okay, let's go here. This is sad.
Drama that is taking place has become more dramatic than both the book and film itself. Author Tomi Adeyemi has put out a new video explaining, or rather not explaining, what has transpired behind the scenes. So let's go ahead, take a look at this together, and I don't know. I will say this, before we even watch the video, I just want to say, before people form their opinions about what has happened behind the scenes, we don't know what happened. Tomi has not given us any...
Okay, bitch, you're talking too much. All right, let me go here. You're talking too much. Okay. The author, again, calls it the worst thing I've had to live through, and I never want to hear about it again. 5-minute video, y'all. 5 minutes. Okay. What I'm about to share is not a secret to the people involved. It's a reality that I've had to live with for about 1.5 years, and everyone involved, at least at the highest level, has been made aware of this reality, and they haven't done anything to make it better. If anything, they've only antagonized me, and I accept that. But I also accept if I don't say anything, I think it's going to be worse. Like, okay. Adeyemi alleged that she left Children of Blood and Bone set hyperventilating and sobbing, and that she is still being antagonized behind the scenes. Okay? I'm not going to speak on what I endured to make it through the young adult trilogy, and I'm not going to speak about everything that I also suffered through or endured to make the adaptation reality. I'm actually going to only speak about what happened after I left that set of my own film adaptation, hyperventilated and sobbing. There are many witnesses, so it's really not a secret. I came back to America, suffered such severe somatic pain and so many panic attacks. I knew it was so hard that I would be never ever be able to watch this film, and I made peace with that. But as it's being marketed, and I still being antagonized behind the scenes, which is where I hoped all of this would stay, it's become apparent to me that reality needs to be at least made known so that you guys can understand how this film, which I worked on to make it a little better for us to be alive, is also the worst thing I've ever had to live through. Stenberg said, I'm 4 months into training for Children of Blood and Bone and I'm getting my ass whooped. I want everyone to know that this is important to me and I think about it with every choice that I make. I would never navigate my career blindly, not thinking about my skin tone or space I could occupy. I would never go after a parole I didn't feel was right for me. I want to see all skin tones represented in media, but she's not even the lead character. She's not even the lead. So Amanda Stenberg, she's not even the lead actress. It's the little girl. It's the little girl. Oh my goodness. Despite the insinuation about a feud with Stenberg, Adeyemi has not clarified what happened on the set. I don't wish to speak on anyone about... Okay. Let's get to the video, because I can't. Girl.
I'm gonna post this, so ideally I won't have to talk about this anymore. And what I'm about to share is not a secret to the people involved.
Okay, can we stop real quick? She's cute. Is she pretty? I don't know, but she's cute. I like her face. I like her face. I like her locks.
It's a reality that I've had to live with for about a year and a half. And everyone involved, at least at the highest level, has been made aware of this reality. And they haven't done anything to make it better. If anything, they've only antagonized me. And I accept that. But I also accept if I don't say something, I think it's just going to be worse.
Girl.
I'm not going to speak on what I endured to make it through the young adult trilogy. And I'm not going to speak about everything that I also suffered through or endured.
Okay, she's exhausting.
To make the adaptation a reality. I'm actually only going to speak about what happened after I left that set of my own film adaptation, hyperventilating and sobbing.
Okay, to be fair, you're not the director. You probably get a producer. You probably got a producer credit. You got screenwriting credit. Ma'am, you don't call the shots on this film. You may advise. They may ask you questions. But at the end of the day, whatever gripes you got is with the director, which is another black woman. But let's continue.
And there are many witnesses. So it's
She's
not
exhausting.
really a secret. I came back to America and suffered such severe somatic pain and so many panic attacks. And I knew it was so bad that I would never, ever be able to watch this film. And I made peace with that.
Thank you for the sunshine. Because this woman is exhausting. She's cute, but she's exhausting.
But as it is being marketed, and as I am still being antagonized behind the scenes, which is where I hoped all of this would stay, it's become apparent to me that reality needs to at least be made known so that you guys can understand.
Girl, what?
How this film, which I worked on to make it a little better for us to be alive, is also the worst thing I have ever had to live through. And I don't wish to speak on it anymore. I don't know if that's possible.
What is this?
Understand that I have a public presence and that this is a global project. It's probably useless posting a video. I really don't know. I don't do things like this.
I want to like her, y'all. I want to like her.
But I also understand that being silent about it is making the pain a lot worse.
Baby, I want to like you.
And even though it feels awful to share this,
y'all, I want to like her.
It's better to share it and have it known and understood before I see a bunch of you for this new book.
I bet she don't shave. I want to like her, y'all. She's making it hard for me not to like her.
I don't want to hear about this project again.
Boo boo. Come on, don't be like this.
Say about the people who made it.
Baby.
I do not care anymore.
Come here. Just come here.
I'm trying to move on.
Just pull her into your bosom, y'all. Just give her a group hug.
This video might make it worse, but I don't know how it can be any worse.
Oh, she's pretty. I like her face.
So I'm just going to share that and let it live.
I like her face, y'all. Okay, listen. I might put up with some of her shit. Okay, you got your little toes done. I might put up with her shit. I might put up with her. She a Leo. Oh my God, my wife's a Leo. Jesus Lord. Okay. I might want to put up with her stuff, with her mess. I just might. I just might. Yeah, I think I would put up with her shit for a little bit. Not for a long time, but I like her. I think she's cute. I like her face, man. I like her face. Okay. Got your little crystals on and everything. Got your little okay. Yeah, talk to me. Like what? Y'all ain't right. Listen, all you gotta do is just, be like, what's wrong? Get it together. I like her. She all right. Yeah, okay. I just need you to get it together, sis. I like her face. I like her face.
That sounds so lovely and evil. I felt like my head was gonna burst into flames and snakes. Wouldn't that be amazing?
Okay, I like her. I like her, y'all. She's a bit exhausting, but I like her. Oh, yeah, come talk to me. I'm sure she smelled like patchouli oil and whatever these women smell like. I will put up with it. Okay. I like her. She's just a bit exhausting at times, but you got to overlook that, y'all. Okay, last story. Man, rest in peace to Kavinsky. Oh my goodness, Kavinsky, y'all. Wait. Okay, Kavinsky. has passed on, and they're not saying why. I would, if you've never heard of Kavinsky, I would just say listen to the Drive soundtrack. That shit was so epic. Yeah, man, Kavinsky died, y'all. Like, damn. Like, what happened to the homie? He was only 50 years old. He was only 50 years old. He was found dead today, man. Listen, that Drive soundtrack was everything. Everything.
French DJ Kavinsky, the musician behind the track Night Call from Ryan Gosling's 2011 film Drive.
Classic soundtrack. That movie's a classic to me. Drive, this is Ryan Gosling's best movie. The movie from start to finish, man. And they left the ending ambiguous because you don't know if he died from his, did he get stabbed? Yeah, you don't know if he died at the end because it was like he just drove off.
Found dead inside his Paris home.
Damn.
He was 50 years old. Figaro that Kavinsky, real name Vincent Belorze, was complaining about recent headaches. A concerned neighbor who hadn't seen the musician in days called emergency services, who went to his home and found him dead. Damn. Sources suspect Kavinsky died of a stroke, but French prosecutors add an investigation into the causes of death has been opened as no suspicious elements were discovered at the scene.
So if he's having headaches, I wouldn't be surprised if they said an aneurysm or a blood clot. Damn.
Seen by the first responders. That's Kavinsky on stage at the 2024 Olympics in Paris, performing his big hit alongside Belgian singer Angèle. She remembered her late collaborator on Instagram, sharing 2 heartfelt posts in his honor. The song originally featured in the opening credits of Gosling's critically acclaimed action flick.
I mean, that soundtrack
Among
from start to finish.
Kavinsky's other collaborators, The Weeknd, who worked with the French star on the official remix of Odd Look, which appeared on his 2013 debut, Kissland. The Canadian superstar reacting to Kavinsky's death on X, calling it heartbreaking. An inspiration to so many, including myself. I will continue to honor your name and your music. Rest easy, Kavinsky. Echoing The Weeknd's thoughts, the president of France and mayor of Paris, as well as fellow French DJ David Guetta.
Damn. He was only 50 years old, man. What the fuck is going on? Hey. What in the hell is going on? Okay. All right. Rest in peace to him, man. Shit. I hate, you know, especially if I'm a fan of their works, you know. Okay. That's all I got. I got to get ready for work. Thank y'all for coming through. I got 4 games to work tonight. Maybe I'll come back for late live. I don't know. Depends on how I feel. So yeah, as you see, I didn't make a thumbnail because I pressed for time. So I'm gonna get up out of here. Maybe tonight, if not tomorrow for sure. So with that being said, y'all get up out of here. Enjoy the rest of y'all's afternoon, evening, and I will do the same.
One of the ops, catch my taste,